Ride along in VTV. Boom, 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 boom. Who's that? Bo Diddley or is that Chuck Berry? Both those guys are legends. Got a cough. Coronavirus. Let's take a look at VTV, shall we? Big fan, long time. VTV was up 1.33% on Friday, Funky Fresh Friday, and is down, what? 0.14 for the year? For what, 52 weeks? 0.14? Wah! Getting crushed. Year to date, it's what? Down 5%? Wah! Getting crushed. Let's say 3 months, down 4%. 6 months, down 3%. 3 years, it's up 30%. That doesn't include dividends, by the way. Wah! Getting crushed. I got no patience for whiners. Riding along in VTV. Bump, 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 bump. Anticipation running wild. Turn left at the radio. No particular place to go. Yeah, isn't that Chuck Berry? Let's see. Berry. Riding along in my VTV. Bump, 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 bump. My portfolio beside me, let me sleep. Bump, 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 bump. And that's all I can feel to do the lyrics on that. So thumbs up if you like those lyrics. All right, actually, there's a sidebar to this I'll share with you in just a second. So let's look at VTV. We know it's got a yield of like 2%, I think, right now. Oh, a PE ratio of 15%. Yikes, that's no big deal. Low turnover. Earnings growth rate, 12.4. What? Yikes. So low PE. Earnings growth is quite high. Will that continue on? I have no idea. Price to book 2.6. It looks all good to me. That's what we want to see. Financials, healthcare, industrials, consumer discretionary, all looking good. Now, here's the problem I don't like. Niet. Big fat niet. And yeah, I don't even know what AV is. Berkshire, whatever. But that's the nature. If you're going to be in the game, you're going to have to deal with some of these clown shows. But look, I think about this every day. I do. As we sit here today, though, I don't know what the alternative would be. Dude, if my money, well, I'll talk to you in a second. The yield right now, 2.32%. All right. If I could sell my portfolio sans tax and pay off my house, I'd do it in 2 seconds flat, 100%. I'd be done with it, but because I want to get away from the corporatist types that are selling for a profit. I don't want to say more. Let's just put it this way: the profit motive knows no bounds in terms of morals, if that makes sense. The profit motive knows no bounds when it comes to morality, and some of these companies are peddling evil stuff. You know that, man. We all know that, and we're getting profits on. I don't like it, but I cannot sell my freaking portfolio, get hit with a 40% tax to include a penalty because I'm under the age of 59 and a half. I can't do it. I'll ride along in VTV for a while. Actually, and the funny thing is, I'm not even in VTV. I mean, I got a little bit of it. My biggest holding, though, by far and away now, is not VTV. It's a Wellington fund. So we're going to go over here to Wellington fund. So remember, VTV for the 3 years is up 30%. For 1 year is down, like basically breaking even. And for the year to date is down 5%. All right, so let's look at Wellington. Now, Wellington's got smoked by what? By the bonds getting rocked. But that's going to come, I'm telling you, man, it's going to come to an end not too long from now. I don't know when. Maybe get to the end of this year. I don't know, but it doesn't bother me in the least. All right, so let's look at, hey, knucklehead. So let's see here. Year to date, Wellington fund is down. I think we saw it up here, 13%. Wow. So it's getting smoked relative to VTV, and because VTV has no bonds. Distribution yield 1.73, which seems low given that it's got some bonds in there, but that's okay. The distribution yield, if you can see right here, the trailing 12 months. So that's, I mean, at the end of the day, they're going to pay more simply because there's more bonds than VTV. It's just, VTV has no bonds, so Wellington will pay more income, that's for sure, than VTV will. Anyways, keep going here. So what do we want to look at? 3 years right here. 3 years, where's Wellington? Right there, that light blue. 3 years, we start with $10,000, so we're still at $12,000. So we're still up 20%, well, 22% to be exact in 3 years. That's not so bad. 1 year we're probably down. Yeah, 1 year down. I can't see what that is. Does it give us? No, it doesn't give us a thing. But hey, 1 year we're down Yeah, about $9,000. We're down about, yeah, right there. There it goes. 1 year we're down 5%. Hey, Knuckles. Year to date we're down 13%. Right? Finnegan, right here, 5 years we're up 50% over 5 years. Now, you don't look at Wellington, what it did in the past, because in the past, there was no income to be had from the bonds. The income was so low that the bonds didn't do anything. And then on top of that, the bonds got hit. But this will be the future of the next 3 to 5 years, in my opinion. That's what I'm banking on as opposed to VTV, because I think we've already got smoked in Wellington. I think those days are behind us to continue to get smoked like that. 100% could be wrong. Let's look at Wellesley. Remember, the worst year that Wellington has ever had was in 2008. It was down 22%, just as an FYI. All right, let's look at Wellesley. All right. Riding along my Wellington fund, boom, 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 losing a little bit of money, but I'm not on the run. All right, let's look at Wellesley is down 8% year to date. All right, and so let's look at Wellesley over the last 3 years or 1 year. We are down. We've lost about 5.5% in 1 year. 3 years, we're probably up. Yeah, we're up 10, 12% or so. 5 years, we're up 12%. All right, so we're not making much money over the last 5 years in Wellesley, which is not because of the bonds. The bonds haven't done anything. We can see that by this right here. VBMF. What's the total bond index? Let's just go BMD then. All right, so here the total bond index. Nope. Finnegan, no reason to get crazy. We're down 10% in 1 year. We're down 10% year to date. So you can see it's kind of leveled off now. 3 years, we're probably not up much of anything. Nope, we're down 6.8% in 3 years. Over 5 years, we're down 7%. So basically, you've made no money in the bonds over the last 5 years, and that has all come at the expense of this year right here. I'm just telling you, that's not long. That's not going to stay. They'll go back to the green at some point, which is why I'm not riding high in BTV. I'm actually riding high in VWELX, but it doesn't sound that good. So I can't put that on my portfolio, my screen, and say riding high and riding along in VWELX. Maybe I will. Maybe I will do that. Riding along in VWELX. Nah. Riding along in VTV. All right, let's try. I was going to do something else there too. Oh, VDIGX. That's my other holding. VDIGX. It's a dividend growth fund at Vanguard, down 8% so far year to date. Let's see what we got here. Over 1 year, you've lost about 1.2%. Over 3 years, you've made 38%. Tough to beat that, my friends. Over 5 years, you made 70%. Oh, right, no, 90. Look at that. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. So over 1 year, you're actually up. You made $700 in 1 year. Year to date, you're down 5.5%. 3 years, you're up 47%. 5 years, you're up 90%. In 10 years, you're up freaking, I can't even, whatever that is. 10,000 is growing to $35,000. I'll take it now. So just some food for thought, man. This is not we're not even close to a bear market yet. But I would say bonds are, they can't say a bear. Because a bear market, at least according to stocks, is 20% down. I guess we got to come to a new thing for bonds. 10% decline in bonds is probably a bear market. So if that were true, I would say bonds are in a bear market. All right. Love your thoughts. We'll see you